All right, Coach, this is a Rams team so on the brink of clinching a division, and we'll talk a lot about their offense, but this is a team, offense, defense, special teams, they come at you from every angle.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, they're well equipped with really great players in all three phases and great coaches too. They do a good job of game planning every single week to try to take advantage of your weaknesses and put the ball into their players, their go-to guys' hands, and they rely on their better players to make plays, and usually they come through.
Well, let's talk about some of those players. Let's start with Todd Gurley. He's about as good as it gets, explosive, and we're going to see that right here.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, obviously one of the best backs in the league. You can see right here a little bit of motion by the Rams, just trying to get a quick formation ID from the defense. But it's pretty much just their standard stretch play. They're going to hand the ball off deep, try to give him the ball as deep in the backfield as possible, let him really stretch the defense. And then he's going to stick that outside foot in the ground. He's just going to take it vertical right now in that space. And he's got great vision, great burst, great speed. And you can really see it doesn't take very much for him to kind of just, stick his foot in the ground, get vertical into the secondary right now. And it's a huge game. So it just, it's so hard to defend. This is, a run system where they stretch the defense really well and they try to, obviously put pressure on the edges. And then when they can take the ball downhill, which he does a great job of right here, it just becomes real difficult to defend.
You always talk about everybody being involved in the running game. There's a tight end putting up a good block right there. That's a great example.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, it does a great job here. Higsby on the backside of cutting off the defensive end. And again, you can see in defensive football as you're trying to defend the run game, you got three different levels. The defensive line, the linebackers, and then the secondary. The influence that they have with the linebackers, they get them to overrun. And you can see all the offensive linemen just kind of shove them past the hole. Gurley does a great job of getting the cut, getting downhill, and now it's really up to the secondary to try to cage this up and make a good tackle. And by that point, it's just a big play.
They have a lot of weapons, a lot of whom you're familiar with. Brandon Cooks you were with last year, and then we're going to see Robert Woods, a guy that you've competed against for a while when he was in Buffalo.
Yeah, no doubt. Another great player that they've done a good job of moving around and putting in different positions. Started the year off outside. He's playing a little bit more inside. But they have this, jet sweep action right here where they'll really do it with any one of their players. But you can see, obviously, the dynamic play here with Woods kind of moving back and forth and gets reset back up. The quarterback kind of IDs what the defense is in. Motions him one more time back across the center. And as the snap is coming, quick handoff, try to get to the edge real quick, try to get around the defensive end, which is really unblocked on this play. And they can kind of get up into the secondary right now with the force blockers. And then, again, he's vertical into the secondary. And it's just another huge play down the line of scrimmage, another just explosive way for them to get the ball to their go-to guys.
We haven't talked a lot about Goff. He's reading the defense on this play. Just talk about his maturation and what he's brought this year.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I went against him when he was a rookie coming out, and just his ability to kind of just mature and grow in this offensive system. I think Coach McVay is doing a great job of just putting him in excellent situations to be successful. He's a guy that definitely has full command of the offense. He'll come to the line of scrimmage. He'll check. He'll adjust. He'll see coverages, formation IDs, and he also has different tempos that they like to run the offense at, and he has full control of that, whether they're snapping the ball right now, coming out of the huddle late, or have a little bit of delayed process to their operation. They can just change the tempo of the game entirely.
A lot of playmakers on that defense. We're obviously familiar with Ndamukong Suh here in Detroit. This is going to be Aaron Donald, and just you see the strength here as he just blasts his way right up.
Yeah, no doubt. Two really good players inside. They got a lot of good guys in the front here, but just his quickness, his burst, his acceleration. You can see him get off the ball here. He's the right defensive tackle as you look at it from the defensive perspective. Gets off the ball, really gets a good inside move right now on the guard, and he's into the quarterback, before the quarterback can even get set up and have time to, throw the ball. So just unbelievable explosive player, a guy who's extremely quick off the ball, and you can see, kind of the Vikings protection here and empty. The center is really in a bind. He's got two good players inside he's trying to protect against. It really kind of sits in the middle and unfortunately just leaves too much space between himself and the guard, and Donald just takes full advantage of that, gets in quick.
I was going to say, what's the uh-oh moment for the guard there? Is it when he gets his weight on his left foot and all of a sudden he's coming inside?
Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, he kind of oversets right here. I think he's hoping for a little bit of help and body presence from the center, and when that's not really there on the counter back by Donald, he kind of realizes right now he's got some issues and the quarterback's got a problem.
Hey, look. Big challenge. These guys are playing some great football. But if you're in this league, this is the kind of challenge you love, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, look, these are the games we want. These are the ones we want to have, especially in our house, and where we got an advantage with the crowd and the fans and the noise and all that. And, we got to step up to the challenge every single week. So, in this league, look, no one's going to feel sorry for you. You got to go out there and you got to prove it every single week. And we're excited to go out there and play this weekend.